Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
All right, we welcome our video editor and all-around youth representative to the Mike O'Mara Show.
To youths.
Miss Maddie Masiello. Hello, Madeline.
Hello,
How are
hello. I'm good. The world's ending, but, I'm great.
Oh, look at her. She's a great outlook. No big
you
deal.
know what? That's right. But first of all, this is most important. Do in your home, do you have enough cheese? Do you have enough cheese
We went to Costco, and I got the big Parmesan block, so I think I'm good.
Yeah. Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
We'll see how long that lasts.
And we'll be running that on the More Network, the Parmesan block.
Is John, who is in graduate school, correct?
Yes.
He is now tele-educating.
Yep. His next week was actually spring break anyway, but
spring
after that,
break.
he will be doing online classes.
Nice.
So
Now-
he will be home all the
Break
time.
forever.
Now, there are some expectations when you get home.
Yes.
Now that he'll be home all the time. Because you're like, you're
I'm here.
you're
I don't have time.
You're at work.
I am.
If you go home and you walk in your house and there are dishes in that sink.
I'm going to be so pissed.
Is he?
I'm going to have to sit him down and talk to him about this.
These expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he have the domestic gene? Is he capable? How would you rate him on the scale of domesticity? Let me explain why.
Okay.
All right. I am a 60-year-old man, Maddie. The new home that we moved into, there was a primary reason we moved into the new home.
Mm-hmm.
We moved into the new home not because it was a bigger kitchen, not because it was more space, which it was for my son, not because we had a guest room, which we have never had, so that when somebody comes to visit, not because of that. We moved in to my home because it has a his and her bathroom, and that's what she wanted.
man.
All right?
Which one are you using?
I'm using the small one, Rob,
Okay.
the tiny one that's
All right.
the hers.
All right.
No, it's the his. My bathroom now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you if I can. All right. You see this cup?
Yes.
Yeah.
See this cup that I'm holding right now? That would be the size of my wastebasket in my tiny bathroom.
Okay, sure.
That's what I have right now.
Got it.
Well, it doesn't take long for this to fill up with used toilet paper rolls, and in particular,
Q-tips.
Q-tips, or in this case, a large tissue box that doesn't even fit in.
Oh,
it.
I hate
my
when that
bathroom
happens.
My bathroom is beginning to resemble something that's not quite nice. It's looking a little disheveled in there. It just doesn't look nice. Is John? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Peter.
yes.
What is it? Is John domestic? Is he capable of keeping house?
I think he's definitely capable. It's just I usually have to take the initiative to be like, this has to get done. And then after that, he'll do it.
Yeah.
And it's fine. He's good at it. But I definitely...
Can you command him? Can you tell him?
Direction.
to do
Maybe
yeah.
give some
Yeah,
direction,
he just won't actually do it himself unless it got really bad.
Let me ask this. If we take the romantic, possible matrimonial angle out of the relationship.
Stop.
I'm just said possible. It could happen. I'm just saying, is he a good roommate?
Oh, yeah. No, he's great. And I mean, domesticity, I think, comes in a lot of ways. He cooks and everything. Like, that's great.
there
We'll
you
cook
go.
together.
Well, is there a chance you'll walk home to a home cooked meal?
On a regular
I
basis?
would love that. Well, we recently got a sous vide, so I'll come home and there's
nice.
meat cooking already in the sous vide, which is great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So on that end,
Zoolander
it's really
loves
just the
his.
cleaning that's a little.
So
Didn't we a long time ago? Sometimes
We almost did.
they sent
we
us
almost
one.
had a sous vide. They sent us one,
Yeah.
but then what happened? It went away, right?
Yeah,
we never talked
they
about
never
it.
went
We
through
kept
it.
the
Is that a
product.
sous vide? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
what that
yeah.
is?
What it is you put your products, usually it's meat, in a sealed plastic bag, and it cooks at a remarkably low temperature that circulates. And it's usually like about 130 to 140 degree water. So the meat can go to medium rare and stay there forever. It's like a crock pot, but really, really smart. The technology.
Have you used it?
No, but my stepmom Kathy uses it and she loves it.
Shannon loves it.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it
But
really
the
is.
technology
Eric Zoolander loves it.
was
That's for
really
sure.
sort of pioneered and mastered by the people at Howard Johnson's because they would cook food for slow and long, and it had to keep. And that was the technology behind it.
Restaurant business, we used to call it an alto sham. Where you would put a meat in like the night before when everybody closed up.
Right.
So like prime rib restaurants,
Sure.
and it would stay at a certain temperature all day long. Back to you. So he's home, and you would like him to cook for you. What are the odds he's gonna on Friday have a meal waiting?
What's a great
for you?
wish list for you? Yeah.
I mean, if we're dreaming, probably. I mean, we make pasta, like homemade pasta, a lot. So if I can,
You mean
come
like
home,
starting from flour?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I can come home to some of that,
That'd be nice.
that'd be a dream. But if I asked him to, he definitely would.
How often
no
does he
doubt
do?
about it.
How often does he do dishes like as he goes?
How many
when
dishes
he's-
have to
Never
fill
as
up?
he goes. It usually has to
Fill up.
That's
fill
the
up.
worst.
which is
He has
annoying.
to be told.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is it's fine as long as it gets done, I guess.
You've
But-
been putting late hours at Podcast Village, and so you leave like 7:30. Now, when he's in class or like commuting back and forth or like getting through
GameStop.
wherever it may be, you get almost for anybody, Mike, and you know this world. You're like, oh, you've been out all day. I get it. But now that he's going to be in all day,
Aha.
what are your expectations?
I just want no clutter, I think, is what I would love.
No clutter.
All right.
No
No
clutter.
clutter,
Well,
right?
If
No
you
clutter.
bump into him, let him know. I mean, I'm not talking about you, Matt. I'm talking about the other guys. Let him know. Hey, step
yeah.
How
up.
is he on
You're home now.
like staying ahead of tiramisu related activities? Your
Oh,
cat.
he's great with tiramisu.
How's the
Now,
division of
anybody
labor?
listening to this for the first time, he's great at making an Italian dessert.
No,
Or are you talking
tiramisu
about
is her
the
cat,
Yeah.
Terry. Where do you guys split up percentage wise on litter box duty?
He has probably done it more than I have just from being home more.
Sure.
But so that's probably not 50-50. But I mean, I think I did it most recently a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep track?
Cats are so
No,
gross.
not really.
yeah, 'cause-
He might because he does it more. But-
All right, here's the deal, Mike. We're gonna have a box with sand in it, and we're gonna have a cat, and he's gonna poop in it in your house.
that is the one
I
thing I'd
watched,
be afraid of
go
running out of.
Litter.
Yeah, litter. What would I do? But in a quarantine situation, you
Probably
need
go out
that.
and grab some gravel,
Yeah, that's
throw it
true.
in there.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of cats. I'm watching watched an old movie last night, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
I watched that, and at the end, Tommy Lee Jones goes to his father's house. And he's got all those cats around, and they're doing the Texas. By the way, if you want to hear the Texas dialect in No Country for Old Men, the finest Texas dialects you will ever hear. If you want to know how to talk Texas, you listen to these guys that are just. I can't even do it. I'd have to study it to get it right the way they're doing the Texas. But this guy's surrounded by cats, and the other one, is that guy Anton, the crazy killer.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you don't know how far.
Javier Bardem.
This coin has traveled to the Yes. Call it. I can't. Call it. Anyway, fantastic.
That scene is
movie.
so lighthearted.
All the scenes where he's doing that. It's I love that.
Upsetting, yeah.
So, and just the other side of Maddie is, and what I wanted to get to, if we can, just briefly, the Friends from Work, WEARK, which has not been released yet, recorded the follow-up episode, the aftermath of when they had to rank each other's talent level. And so,
All right, give me for because this
Yes.
is new for me.
Yes. Right.
Before we go to break, and then we'll let Maddie take the floor.
okay.
Explain to me what the Friends from Work. What is it? Friends
Well,
from Work.
Friends from Work.
Yeah,
Yep.
Friends from Work.
Friends from Work. What is this podcast?
So
we're talking
they
about?
are developing a podcast of Friends from Work, and it's 4 of the producers from Podcast Village. We always want people to create together.
They're trying to capture the energy that is running rampant on the second floor during
Yes.
the workday, and it's a lot of fun.
It's really fun until
Are these the people I did the Irish dialect for the other day?
some of
Is
the
that pretty
people.
much-
Yeah, some
All
of the
right, some
people.
Oh, you remember
Yeah.
Marcus? He paneled when Oscar was out, and Allison paneled when
One of our
Oscar
old
was out.
interns.
I remember Allison.
Yes, and
I
then-
remember Allison. I don't remember Marcus.
Okay, so
Oh, Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus.
yes,
Marcus is didn't he have a name for his rap name? Didn't he have a rap name?
No,
that's Joel.
That's
No,
Joel.
Joel. That's the other gentleman with
Marcus was a black guy. He did an entire show with us.
melanin. Yes,
I thought
the only black guy that you would probably know is the guy that was here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That guy.
All right, very
that
good.
guy,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
So the other kid is Joel.
Right.
This young kid. Remember, he
And he
rapped.
is the
He
rap
rapped
guy.
on the show, and he was
Okay.
tan.
All right.
Okay, just so you put all
We're
that
very
together.
diverse.
Yeah.
So
Oscar knows me. I am 60, so you really can only identify. You can only identify people along racial lines for me to really, for really to land with me.
What we're gonna do, Mike? We're gonna
That's
send
the
you.
brown kid. That's the black kid. That's the white kid.
We're gonna send you
now
a
I know what
chart.
you're talking about.
We're gonna send you a chart that's like at a doctor's office where you rate the pain 1 to 10.
Right.
So you can just point, and that way
There.
we get
We're there.
him.
So they do a podcast.
they do a podcast together. When you were out of town, we I don't know how this came about, but I asked Maddie, and she was all alone here in the studio, to talk about our podcast. And then I said, look, let us know if you had a power rankings right now. It's early on in the inception of the podcast. From talent, give us 4-1 for your entire team. So she rates and ranks her coworkers on podcast talent. And then she unfortunately chose, and I think wrongfully so, Allison as the least rated. She's number 4 on the depth charts.
Right.
Ooh, meow.
So Allison comes up to the studio, your studio, Mike, and after the break, having not heard any of this context or anything that's going on because she was working downstairs, and then Allison ends up ranking Maddie number 1.
Yeah.
So then I said, hey, Maddie, now you got to tell her your rankings because that's just appropriate for the show.
Can I ask you this, Maddie? What did you base your ranking on?
Well, I said Allison was at the bottom because she was in the producer room. So I said just on, mic technique and some energy that I rated her. Somebody had to be last. Yeah.
Who was number 1?
Marcus. I put Marcus as number 1 for the most experience and for really, he's like the lead.
He's the anchor.
He's the anchor of the show.
All right. And now he brings it when he's doing this podcast.
He does, but he said
a lot of energy.
He opened the show with telling everybody he said, hi, I'm Marcus Ellison, your host from Friends from Work. Host.
Yeah, that didn't
Singular.
fly with us.
Yeah. Singular.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
an
not
egomaniac. Cool. Let's be honest.
That's
right?
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so,
Well, that it's worked for me for years.
Comes with the territory. So they go through this iteration of ranking each other, and there was some fallout where feelings were hurt because they're young bucks. You know?
All right.
And
so we got, I know Marcus, I know Allison, and who's the other one?
Joel.
The rapper.
I'm not really worried about him, but we'll find out all about it when we come back. The Joel, Joel.
He's a rapper, not a podcaster.
Okay. I hear Joel, I think of Risky Business. We'll, Joel. And that's really not Princeton material, is it, Joel? Looks like the University of Illinois. We'll take a break and come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. So, you had Maddie. You put Maddie on the spot. You put her in a difficult situation.
It was an organic thing, though, Mike. But I will say this. There are not many bits that I will save memorabilia for. Oscar actually wrote the power rankings that I took home and put in a special place because I know in about a year and a half, I'll pull out this piece of paper and I'll say, oh, yeah, that was great.
And it's not just a podcast. These are the people you work with on a daily basis.
Mike, I think the most important part of being a young broadcaster is being self-aware of your strengths.
Yes.
I agree. In any age, that's valuable. That's fantastic.
I remember as a young, on-air talent myself, I had a similar conversation in private where someone was like, tell me who and why people are strong around you within your team. So you would acknowledge what you were strong at. So then if there were some weaknesses or there was someone that complemented your weakness with their strength, then you could create some sort of, as they call, synergy, right?
Now, my observation would be contributors in this studio, people that have visited, all right? I would rank Maddie number 1, clearly. Maddie has I believe Maddie had a gift for, she just has a natural
broke through
ability
the noise.
to communicate.
Yes.
She completely has a natural way to do it. There's no,
it was okay that she didn't laugh for 2 years, but once she started to laugh, it was okay.
Right. But the laughing part, I'm more concerned with her saying, when I have a question about how you feel, she has the comedy gene, so she gets the show and she knows what she's doing. Now, number 2 on my hit parade, just based on her articulate delivery and her awareness of the room and her energy level, I would put Allison at number 2. And then at number 3, I would put Marcus.
Agreed.
Because I think Marcus was kind of mellow and his delivery was not as energetic as Maddie's or Allison. And then Joel, I know he came in and did a rap, and I don't know enough about Joel.
He's a rapper, not a podcaster, though, right? He's a rapper, not a podcaster.
There's my power ranking right there.
Those are all fair, and I tend to agree with what you're saying right now.
I kind of rank Joel as like the little kid you bring in the last season to try and get one more season out of a sitcom. He's like the cousin Oliver on the Brady Bunch.
This is the fallout that happened, Mike, and just briefly, a thumbnail for those of you listening at home for the first time. Joel gets upset at Maddie because Joel didn't understand that the power ranking wasn't just about podcasting. He thought it was about friendship.
Like rating people.
He thought it was people and friendship. and all I heard...
But that speaks to his ability and his lack of self-awareness.
He just turned 19. He's a kid. He said, and I heard this. He goes, number 4, and he's in the edit bay. He goes, Maddie, number 4, we went to the Post Malone concert.
He wouldn't look me in the eyes for the whole day.
Yeah. So those feelings get hurt when he realized he misunderstood the power rankings. He's like, oh, I don't care. I'm a rapper, not a podcaster.
Right.
And he moved on with his life. Allison, and I think to this day, her feelings are legitimately still hurt by Maddie because they were sisters in
You're a
broadcasting.
monster, Maddie.
And if anything, Maddie turned on her sister, and now they are where they are. And they're
in a building period.
they just recorded their follow-up to this. And all I heard them come down, because we were still in the office, they record around 7 p.m., and the entire executive crew is still downstairs working. So they come downstairs, and I hear, and I'm like, I wonder how it went. And then Allison busts through the door like the Kool-Aid guy, and she said, they finally got me to crack. They finally got me to crack.
Crack.
Yes. Can you give us maybe a
And
preview?
wasn't Marcus absent for this recording?
Marcus was absent, so it was just the three of us. And so when you get Joel,
Fourth show in, Mike. One of the hosts is absent.
pretty much, yeah.
No, the host.
The host.
He was sick, air quotes. We'll see.
In this day and age.
Exactly. But
Did
just
you do your impression of him?
we did. So we did our impression because Marcus will start each segment. So we try to get his cadence down and everything. It was really fun. But I felt bad for Allison because Joel and I really, when you get us together and there's just her without any buffer of Marcus, it was definitely kind of two against
hyenas,
one.
Mike. Hyenas.
Talk triangle.
Yes.
You were picking on Allison?
We weren't picking on her, but Joel and I are aligned.
Yeah, you went to Post Malone together.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
We're all friends, but
So poor Allison.
Poor, sweet,
Yeah,
I know.
musical.
Poor Allison.
She's this butterfly.
All she ever wanted to
And-
do was make people happy.
That's all she wants to do.
I know. You made me do this. This
No,
is
no,
not my fault.
I made you're the monster. No, you were built this way, young lady. That's why you're so great on the air with us.
Well, how is the relationship
Yes.
with Allison now?
Well, let's just say, so we're recording the podcast and everything, and Allison initially really took it like a champ. You know,
She's amazing.
She afterwards, I apologized, and I thought we were cool.
Just
Everything
shtick.
was fine. It was just
shtick.
Who
shtick.
apologized? You
Oh,
apologized
yeah,
to
I
her?
apologized. I said, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was put on
On
the
the
spot.
podcast publicly, you apologized to her?
I'm not sure if
No,
I did
in
it on the
private,
but definitely right
So
after she
privately
came into
you
the control
apologized.
room.
So this was real.
Yeah.
No, and I did feel bad.
and I think a
Right.
private apology carries a lot more weight.
Yeah.
Actually,
agree.
yeah.
It was really fun to talk about it when we were doing our own podcast. Great content.
I said it
obviously.
gave him heat, Mike. Give him a little heat.
Sizzle, baby,
Gave
sizzle.
us heat. So we're riffing, we're setting up the story and everything. And Allison seems fine until we ask Joel to do what we had to do and rank us. And Joel,
Oh no!
no, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, no spoil.
'cause
Thank
I-
you. Thank you.
I do. I encourage you
So
all
that
to
caused
listen.
a little more hurt feelings?
Yeah, Allison was not happy.
So, you get to listen to it when I think they're trying to get it out by the end of March. So I'm happy that these kids are going through these reps.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and
Hope it comes out by the end of March.
yeah, well,
That's
no,
it.
Hope it
we're
comes
here.
out before the murder
Glad,
trial.
glad it's being fast tracked.
Mike, people can edit from anywhere in the world. They just want to edit. That's all it is, right?
I understand. I understand.
And I said to them, I said, like, what is one of your your cruxes, like outside of one of your hosts just going
Crutches,
AWOL?
you mean?
Crutches? Crutches going out of one
Verbal
of your
crutches?
No, just
Like a signature bit?
no chinks in the chain. What's happening wrong? What's happening wrong within your crew outside of one person not showing up for the fourth effing show?
So
right?
a weak link or a chink in the armor.
Oh, thank you.
right.
A chink in the armor.
Right.
Outside of
The
the
chain is as strong as its weakest link.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. And
Maddie, I'll ask the question.
Thank you.
Who is your pariah?
Nice.
Because I don't want to have to do this again, I'm going to say myself.
Wow, it's real.
But you got to be honest.
It's
Come on.
real.
Now,
No, can I jump in here
please,
with one
please,
more question?
please.
On the tension scale, with you adding tension to your life, 10 being adding the most tension, 1 being the least. This project, how much tension on a scale of 1 to 10 has it added to your life?
Probably just a 4. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all
right.
fun and games.
right,
You know,
fun
I'm,
and games.
I'm actually not the one who
Also,
had
Maddie's-
feelings hurt. So
Maddie's dead
easy to
inside.
say.
She
Yeah,
is.
know.
She is.
yeah.
She's got a cast
fine.
iron
No
core and
wonder
a
you hired her.
Teflon skin.
The best of O'Mara.
Well, here we are, coronavirus show number whatever it is. I have a very special guest who's come into the studio with his very own microphone right now. Michael, you want to say hi to the guys? Hi. Into the microphone.
hi, Michael. How are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Should I turn him up a little bit?
Little
Yes,
bit.
please.
You know what?
How are his headphones? I don't want to be too loud for those little ears. Are we too loud for you, or are we good?
Right into the
Good.
microphone.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. There's not many
Good.
things
Right up
cuter
against your
than
face.
Good.
oversized headphones. He looks adorable in those.
So how was your virtual school this morning?
Good.
What kids did you talk to?
Nolan, Cooper, myself, and Addie.
And your teacher?
And my teacher and Sophia.
What's your
That's
teacher's
it.
name?
Miss Sanford.
Miss Sanford, and how is she?
Good.
I
Is
hear,
everybody-
Michael, if you left click on Miss Sanford, you can make her stop talking.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep,
try it.
You can mute her.
He's being a jokester.
A merry prankster.
Yeah, you got to respect your teachers.
Yes.
Is there you like the new studio?
Yep.
You like coming in and saying hi to everybody?
Uh-huh.
What message would you have for our listeners during this time where everybody has to stay at home all the time? What would you say to them? What do you do to pass the hours?
Wash your hands,
Good.
watch TV, and relax and work out.
Ooh,
Not
work
at
out.
home. At home.
At home,
I
not,
see.
not at the gym, right?
Not at the gym.
No.
Right.
No.
And what are you waiting for today? What is the latest thing that's going to be delivered that you're excited about?
My pirate video game.
Oh,
wow.
Who are
Guess-
you gonna play that with?
Dad,
All right.
Oh, that's
Guess
nice.
What?
I got a Lego game and I have a Black Hawk helicopter.
Oh, wow.
Well, this isn't affecting you. These are good times for you. You're having a good time at home.
Is this long vacation fun for you?
Oh, and I also got a fairy.
Ooh,
A Lego fairy.
nice.
Yeah, a cool one. And I told him that in my hometown, the Glastonbury ferry that ran across the Connecticut River from Glastonbury to Rocky Hill
Yes.
is the oldest ferry in America.
Now, Mike, I thought up until like a couple weeks ago, the Glastonbury Ferry was your nickname.
All right, bye. Say bye. Say bye. What? No, I have to do the right.
I want to show them.
You want to show him something?
He's whispering.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get
That's
it.
so
Go get
sweet.
it. Come in and show and tell is fine.
Hey, he's got
We're
timing,
just doing
though.
the best we can.
Yeah, and he also is polite. He just says,
Thanks
hey,
for making it me. Rob figured out a way to get that line in there, the Glastonbury Ferry. The oldest ferry in America.
I love
There's
it.
so many names I want to use now, but I can't do
No,
it.
I
you
know.
I always
Not
thought. Yeah, I don't even know if you can use that politically correct. All right, he's going to show his Black Hawk helicopter.
Oh, that is
wow.
cool.
That is cool.
Isn't that,
Man.
that's a beautiful piece
Kids'
of
toys
equipment,
these
isn't it?
days. That is
I know.
so cool.
Look at that. I'd love that if I
That's
was
so
a kid.
cool.
Yeah, Mike,
That's a
remember when we
Black
were
Hawk
little and we
helicopter.
were excited if we found a good stick?
Yep, look at
I
that.
just
That's
was on the
Black
yard. I
Hawk.
found a great
Or
stick.
a rock that might look like something like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
That's a
All right,
round
Commander
rock.
O'Mara.
I'm keeping it.
Thank
Fly your
you.
Black Hawk
Look
helicopter.
how
Thank
big
you
it
very
is.
much.
It's massive.
Jeez.
You can
That's
actually
awesome.
fit
Yeah,
GI
it's,
Joes in
big
there.
ones like that are less expensive than like Legos. So
He'll take a big
That's
one.
great.
any
Oh,
day.
he's coming
He's
around.
back. He's swooping
Oh
through.
yeah. What would you want to say? Well, let me unmute you. What did you want to say?
Goodbye, duties.
Oh, there we go. He's got broadcast
There you go.
instincts.
There he goes.
He's good to
there
go.
he
I
goes.
Well, I
love
mean,
it.
you
That's
want to
my
talk
little
about
man.
broadcast instincts? We were waiting around for a long time before the show started, but as soon as we go live, he just strolls
He knows.
in.
He knows what's up.
Yeah,
knows,
it's,
yeah.
this is an open air studio. It doesn't sound like that, but it is. And so
You sound great.
this is the first day. Thank you, Oscar. The polls arrived.
polls.
Yay,
Oscar
polls.
got me the polls. Wachowski and Wisniewski, they all did that right now. Very, very
Could have been me
happy
and my
about
dad.
that.
Could have been me
Yeah.
and my dad. Sure.
I know. So here we are. I will tell you something. I'm going to give a shout out. I like to, pick on people, but I feel great about the hands that the great state of New York is in control. Governor Andrew Cuomo, just right up until the time I came in watching this broadcast, watching his press conference, and every leader in the United States should take note of the work that goes into this information, where it was matter of fact. It was like bam, 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 bam. Information, little touch of empathy with it as well. But man,
What is
that
the latest
guy's-
as of record time or show time?
he was talking about how they have not peaked yet, and the need they have, which I think is in the worst case scenario will be 140,000 beds, and they're well well short of that. And he listed what they're doing for that. Their greatest challenge in the state of New York, especially New York City, are ventilators. That is what they need more than anything else. They have, I think, tapped out as far as the ventilators. They're coming up with all sorts of creative ideas, like rolling these needs into the hotspots. So, for example, if you're in an area that doesn't need all the ventilators that you have, you give them to New York. Then when the time comes, they sequentially send their ventilators to
I like that.
other,
you roll them across
other
other
people.
hotspots.
He was saying good words about speaking to the White House and the president and the vice president, and that's the way it ought to be done during these times. I think it's real easy just to bash people, but the only people I'm going to bash today on the show would be this guy, Glenn Beck, all right, a DJ out of Baltimore who's now echoing the sentiments of that lieutenant governor from Texas yesterday, talking about sacrificing old people. Because to get the economy back on track, send your old people out to die.
Who is
That's
doing
what Glenn Beck did.
Mike,
Amplified the same view. You have the tape?
I do. And could you check and see if Michael's headphones are turned down? Because I'm hearing a little bit of a bounce. But here's Glenn Beck. He made this announcement yesterday, Oscar. The man wants to die.
I would rather have my children stay home and all of us who are over 50 go in and keep this economy going and working. Even if we all get sick, I'd rather die than kill the country, because it's not the economy that's dying, it's the country.
What the?
You hack, douche, carny, DJ, loser, prick with all look, I this is just my theory on Glenn Beck. I think that some of these guys are doing whatever they can to put the spotlight on them.
Of course.
But I don't know if it's of course, because I don't know.
Well,
I am not inside of Glenn Beck's brain. It might be a legitimate attitude he has.
What about going and getting it and then telling us you went out and got it because you're doing it for your country? Like,
no, he's like we are. He's in a soundproof studio where, I'm quarantined at home with my family. I'm not quarantined. I'm going out. I've gone to the store, last week.
It's like, you go get one less bed, and then you say, I'm out. I don't want a ventilator like a priest does to give it to someone that's young. Like, don't do that and then show us what you're worth. Don't tell everybody else, hey, I'm willing to die, and not really mean it.
Mike, the reason I said it's of course, and I can prove it, is because he doesn't have a background in news. He doesn't have a background, certainly, in medicine. Here is the background of Glenn Beck. If you want to take advice from this gentleman, just think about this from 1983.
Valentine's weekend at WPGC FM Morningside. Glenn Beck at midnight. The music guarantee is not in effect once again today, Saturday, because of the snow emergency.
Shift I never did.
You can count on us.
I did
WPGC.
Sorry, Oscar.
But keep in mind, while you're out there getting the coronavirus, the music guarantee has been suspended. Glenn Beck
never did an overnight shift my entire career.
Did it for a long time.
Never did a night shift in my entire career. Did middays. Hated that too.
Yeah, it did. That's all I got. Never got afternoons or mornings.
No, I'm sorry. That's right. God, I'm not trying to insult you. I swear to God,
Filled
I'm
in
not
once
trying
for
to
Mike.
do that.
I felt the power when Chad said "Hello, America" and America said "Hello back." That's as close as I ever got, Mike. Part
of America. Part of America. Hey, here it is. This is the same thing. That guy. This is not. If you're doing the the only two options I can see. If you're saying this because you believe it. It's just a bizarro world, and I can't help you. If you're saying it to get attention, well, then you're successful because you're getting that spotlight. If the lieutenant governor of Texas, wanted to say what he said yesterday to put attention on Dan Patrick, the non-sports Dan Patrick, if he wanted to put that on. By the way, thank you. I wish I could name the listener that sent me the PM that, the business he's in. He's a small business owner.
Yeah, he mentioned that. What business is he in?
He's a radio guy.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's
He
great.
owns radio stations. Let me see. I got
why
that.
don't you scoop us up and throw us on your dial, sir?
I bet he did a few overnights.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan Patrick.
I think it was Robert Wood. Our good friend, that guy. Robert Wood.
Mike.
Wood.
Here's something you need to know.
Here's something that you should know about Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Robert Wood. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. So I have an exchange with Robert yesterday, and Robert says to me, Thank you, by the way, for getting back to me. And I love our listeners during this time giving us insight. Hey, Mike, I'm listening to you talk about Dan Patrick, the stupid one, not the sports one, of course. And I have known him for years. This is Robert Wood.
Great.
Oh, great.
Having covered the Texas legislature, you are correct about him in every way. He is a moron. You won't believe what business he's in. Radio. He's been a station owner in both Houston and Dallas, and he had his own conservative talk show for years before he was elected lieutenant governor. His real name is Danny Gobe, and he is originally from Baltimore, like Beck.
We'll take it. This from the Bat Cave in Fairfax, Mike. Ponyboy writes in, I support Glenn Beck's desire to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, but I think he should choose a more expeditious method than the virus. Just something quicker.
So thank you for that. I didn't know that he was a radio guy. And then you have Glenn Beck doing the same thing today. And then if you'd like, I wrote it down from the Cocoonville conspiracy theory of the day.
Oh, yes.
And because they're all out there now. They're doing because I guess there's nothing that's going to change. We substituted facts for opinion few years back, and that's just now. It'll never get in the way. Facts will never get in the way of a good opinion.
It is surreal that we still have this conversation. Like, is it real? Is it not? The world is dying around us.
It's
around
not.
Our ears.
It's not. It's something that if you thought Sandy Hook, where the little babies were shot to death, wouldn't be affecting people, then why are you surprised that this is not changing people?
Like, this isn't just our country or our area.
But I mean, that was kind of a bellwether, where look what happened. Here's it. This is the
conspiracy theory, Mike.
Old Man on Range says this was sent here by the Chinese to destroy our economy.
I mean,
so there it is. Now listen, is there a chance you could have an evil scientist say, we will sacrifice thousands of Chinese people and then we will send some of them over to the United States? Is that, anything's possible, but that's just right now that's taking away from our ability
it's a global
to
economy.
Maybe self-quarantine.
It's a global economy.
But don't let that get in the way of a good story, Oscar.
We dip. If we dip, they dip.
We put our hand on our hip. We dip, they dip, we dip. That's right.
We put our hand on our hip and we dip, we dip, we dip. So one of the things, watching the governor of the state of New York, it was a PowerPoint presentation. It appeared to me he had a staff working overtime to come up with facts and figures, where they are, what they needed, what needed to be done. And it was truly, truly inspiring to see this type of press conference, to know that there are leaders that are out there that are doing this right now.
Agreed.
And with supreme respect to my own party, too. It was much more inspiring than when I saw Joe Biden with his blurry camera, from his house in Wilmington, which is also being punted.
Yes.
All right. We got two of the biggies, the people that are going to be the leaders of the free world, and then you have Mr. I Have My Act Together, the governor of the state of New York, who is, I think, in the right place at the right time to hopefully get his state, where my daughter lives, through this terrible
and she's
situation.
Out of the city, just so we're clear, right?
Yeah, but I mean, New Jersey's rough too, but she's in a rural area. It's density. He was talking about it today. It's density, and that's what we're dealing with. I think I walk away from this is much like I do when I'm talking about meetings on our show one more time. I walk away from fact-based meetings with information much more inspired than I do with hope, superlatives.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
Speculation.
Give me real numbers. Give me what's happening.
I like real stuff. It makes me. I can get my head around that, and it's just like on an airplane. When I'm flying on an airplane, I've always liked the pilots that talk and tell us where we're going and say, "Look out the right window. We're going to be landing." If you got a pilot, I don't like the ones that shut up for the whole flight. I like information. Give me information, because you see, Oscar, when I'm on a plane,
while you're staring at the map on the TV in front of you.
I'm staring at the map on the TV, and I believe every time I get on an airplane, I'm putting myself in a life-threatening position.
Fair enough.
That's true.
And so when the pilot communicates with it, the pilot that we have in the state of New York, even though it does not directly affect my state, is speaking about facts and what he's doing, and that in itself calms people down.
Yes.
And you will have, when the dust settles from all of this, you will have one particular political leader who I believe will come out of this, in that hero category. And I think his name is Andrew Cuomo. I really, really believe. And he comes from good stock. I loved his father. And I think that I think it's terrific. I've always talked about my man crush that I have on his brother, Chris, who's on CNN.
Sure.
And I do. And it's facts. It's just logic.
The state leads the country because it has the greatest city in the world in it. And we've spent enough time in that city to know that they know how to run things. I'm sorry that they're so hardly hit. But if any place can handle it, it's New York City.
Well, let's see what happens in the few days. We
gotta hope. We gotta hope and pray. Gotta hope and pray.
We gotta hope and pray and do that.
Mike, is there a short order kitchen going on in your backyard, or
why are you hearing? Are you hearing a lot
the
of clinking?
Yeah, some clinking.
Order up.
Hey guys, Carla, you can't. Not when I'm doing the show. Every sound counts, son.
Just like every dollar.
Don't let the virus. When you make noise, the virus wins.
Yeah. It dips, it dips, it dips.
I also had an open mic in here. So,
no worries.
That might
I don't
be,
blame Carla.
That might be improved.
So this is about the world economy, Mike.
See, you don't hear what I hear. I hear a different thing. I think it sounded. How does my audio sound?
Fantastic.
Really, I guess it's super sensitive. That I had a mic that was.
And
wide
the
open
open mic would attribute to that, Mike. So she can.
Let me see if the open mic when I open this microphone. Let me see if I can hear Carla. Carla, are you still in the kitchen?
Oh no, she's scurried. She's mad.
Sorry, she's scurried.
She left the dirty dishes and said, "No, I'm not going to be on your funny show."
Put my hand up on your
silly
dish.
show.
Then we dish, they dish, we dish.
Very nice, Rob. Very clever.
Very clever.
Very clever, boys. Hi, come on over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
Yeah, you were making a...
You're great.
Snap.
Here you go.
Carla, you're welcome anytime. We were just trying to help Mike out.
Open door policy.
Yes.
So you
want to put
heard
the
me?
headphones on?
Yeah.
No, I can hear.
Happy
the headphones
hour,
on. I
happy
installed
hour,
them when I
happy
put the new
hour.
studio in. I really did.
Friday.
Tomorrow. Happy
It's
hour.
tomorrow already Friday.
Are we at the 5-minute mark, Rob?
It's the 2 days.
Oh, okay.
No, we're at
That is Wednesday.
1740.
Feels like Thursday.
You know what? When I close that, all right, forget it. That's a behind-the-scenes thing. You're going to have to keep track of time and cue me.
So I have a beef.
What?
I have a beef.
A
What's
beef.
my beef?
Yes.
What's up?
What's that?
I was making myself lunch. Now I can't because the mic was open.
Well, you can make yourself lunch.
And I can't even eat.
Make a soft lunch, like paper plates and bread, things that don't clink.
I know. I had to heat some Mexican food up from last night.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah, we got Mia.
Yeah.
We got Mia carry out.
Mia carry out. Good. You're
And
patronizing.
then I spent the rest of the night nervously reading articles about, is carry out safe?
I told you
Because-
it's not.
Well, it is. I think it is.
How's the Mia handling it? Do they bring it out to your car?
Yeah,
They have a
drop it
drive-through
off.
window at Mia. They have
Oh, I
everything.
didn't realize that. You never mentioned that feature.
They have
To
a
go
drive-through window.
margaritas.
Yep.
Yeah. We haven't dove into the. Is it dived in? Dove in?
Dovin.
Dove.
Yeah.
I'm nervous today for some reason.
Well, anyway, I will not make any more noise. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but you can eat. We don't want you
Yes.
not to eat.
Oh, okay.
You got to
How
eat.
about a nice bowl of bisque with a straw?
Look at me. All right. Thank you. All
Bye.
All right. Go.
Bye.
All right. This is not
Bowl
going to be
of-
a habit. Everybody, the whole family coming on the show.
Bowl
every
of
day.
bisque with a straw was genius, Rob.
Thank you.
Because it's a quiet snack.
But it's nourishing. Bowl of bisque?
If you want something to eat during showtime, it's got to be something that's a quiet snack.
That's
A
true.
quiet snack. It was the preparation of the snack, you know?
Can't
Hey,
go
hold
in
on.
there.
Hey, Carla, as an experiment, make as much noise as you can in the kitchen. I'll just hold the mic up.
All right, here we go.
How about silverware?
Yeah, dishes.
Yeah, clinking.
Okay. I guess it only can be done when you don't want it. It's like getting Beluga to walk across the hardwood floor.
Mike,
Hey, how about the ice maker?
Is it-
Did you hit the ice maker?
I was doing it.
What, silverware? All right, I couldn't hear it. All right, love you.
is Facili? Is that the what is it called when you
Billy
make,
Facillo.
No, when you make noise with objects, like it's an old film style of
Foley?
sound effects. Foley, not Facili.
Foley.
Yeah,
it's a,
Facili.
It's a Foley sound effect, and it's a Foley catheter. So I don't understand how my timer works on my digital timer. When I close it, it stops. So that's the way that works. So
Yeah.
I have 8
You just
minutes.
gotta
What do
keep
you
it
have?
open.
It is 2026.
Mike, we're blowing by. Blowing by.
Yeah. All right, start the goddamn show then.
The best of O'Mara.
Cue the music, maestro.
Oh, it's time, Mike. It is absolutely time.
Hi, everybody. 4 o'clock, or in our case, we have become such a tardy organization that we no longer are capable of generating broadcast time. So I've got 11 minutes after 4 p.m. Eastern time in these United States as we celebrate week number 2 of the Mike O'Mara Show cocktail party for all of you, where we invite you to join us, pull up your computer, your smartphone, whatever you want to pull up, and join us for some libations as we have a little happy hour for you with our virtual cocktail party, because Lord knows none of us can roll out to our favorite watering hole or go to our favorite, although I have to say that the elderly are socializing. As I went over to my old house in Cocoonville, there were 3, 4, 5 golf carts and 3, 4, 5 cars pulled up at a lady's house who was obviously having a social soiree. The one thing they say not to do during this time, and there they all were out in front of their house enjoying it, and a little sad, a little frustrating. But that's what they were doing today. And as we speak, if you're joining us for the live video stream, we're looking at Oscar and Shannon, who Shannon appears to be wiping down the bar. And is Shannon going to be enjoying a little red wine today? Is that what?
Are you drinking red wine, Peach? Or she's drinking
wow.
Tito's. She says she's drinking Tito's.
I see.
I hold in my hand
Look at that.
a margarita from Iguana Mia, ladies and gentlemen. How did it hold up after 3 days in the refrigerator? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is it okay?
yes.
Is it okay?
Ooh, that's great booze. Ooh.
Mike,
Do you
no
have that,
uncorking
Rob?
fee.
Do you have that thing?
I do.
Is there a corking fee at the O'Mara's?
Good booze.
There it is. There it is. Oh, that is okay. I'm used to having them frozen, but I enjoy these on the rocks. That's just fine. So Carla's grabbing hers, and we are off and running. Rob Spiewak, what are you enjoying today?
Kirkland Cabernet. I'm about to uncork it.
Oh, you are the
He's on
connoisseur.
brand. He's on brand.
That's
He is.
right.
Why can't we get a contract from his favorite? How
It's
about
what I had in the
this?
cellar. It's what I
I
had
got
in the
this from
cellar,
Walmart.
Mike.
I got this from Target or anything like that. There you go. Are you still going to Costco during
I
this
haven't
time?
I haven't been in a long time.
Do you,
we are.
do you miss it?
I do. But you know what? They miss me more.
I'll tell you something. I got a prescription that I have to
For some
pick up.
cowbell?
No, the cheapest place. When I got, they said search around, find the cheapest prescription. And the cheapest one was at Costco. So I got my prescription filled, and now I'm empty, and I need another one. And it's not life-saving; it's just mood altering.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to pick it up at the counter at Costco, and I feel as though I'm going to be running a death gauntlet down here in the great state of
Go
Florida.
prepared, Mike. Go prepared.
Well, I don't have gloves. I don't have plastic
Amazon's doing a
gloves.
fantastic job. We just ordered these 2 days ago. So,
Really?
yeah, they'll get to you.
Well, that's good. And there's a bit of a style to them too, with the black gloves that you have on there. Did you order them in that color?
That was
particular?
what was available. The black gloves give off two, especially with my current dress, two options: either infirmed or that of a criminal element.
Yeah, my mom has been watching the live feed, and she says Oscar's gloves make him look sinister.
I like the gloves. I think they really do make him look evil. Truly evil.
This has a lovely nose on it. Letting it breathe for a moment.
That's just ducky. That's
enough.
fantastic. And Oscar, you were enjoying the Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola
I'm back,
today?
baby. I'm back. Coke
Is it,
Zero.
and it's Jack and regular. Oh, it's Coke Zero
Coke
that you're
Zero,
enjoying.
Coke Zero, Coke
Rob,
Zero.
let's take a look at your wine. Let's see it up against the light. And why don't you tilt that down a little bit so we can see the tannins in it. And if you lean that up to the edge of the glass, we can maybe even see the legs if you try to get some legs on it. Now, do you know how to get legs on a glass of wine?
Is that when it has it leaves a little residue on the wall
Yeah,
side
so
of the
you
glass?
take it all the way, you tilt it all the way up almost to the brim, and then you bring it back down. Like, now you can do it towards you or towards the camera.
Yeah.
And now you bring it back down. Now you can turn that side. Yeah, do it that side too. And let's take a look. Can we see the? Boy, that camera's so good.
Seems to be a double amputee mic.
Yeah, I know legs on this.
What is the brand of wine? What type of wine?
Mike,
it's Kirkland, but what is it? Cabernet?
It is Kirkland Cabernet Red. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Cabernet.
Sauvignon.
No, that's
Sauvignon.
wonderful. And so, have you taken a sip yet? Here we go.
You know what? It'll do in a pandemic.
Now, the important thing that I noticed, though, I couldn't help but noticing, hold up your bottle.
Yeah, let's
Hold
see
up
that
the
then.
size of his.
Oh my God!
Look at the size.
It's cartoon
He's got
size.
the atomizer jug of it
Yes.
right there. Wow, that is fantastic.
This is classic. Let's rate. Okay,
I say this has vibrant flavors of black currant, Mike, and a touch of cherry.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Let's rate the alcoholism, just generally the way we prepped. Mike went to he basically went completely boutique. He found the one thing you can't find at home, which is the margaritas that are only made in a restaurant. He had them. He went through all the proper COVID-19 protocols.
Right.
So he got his. So it's a little bougie of you, Mike, but you got what you needed.
Yeah. Now this is also Carla. When did we do this? Did we? Carla's having a seat right now. And do you want your pillow or not? Yeah. You want your pillow? Look at her. My house is filled with pillows that are like this. That's right.
That's
terrific. My house is filled with Chewbacca pillows.
Looks like the set design for Hannah Montana.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. Are you going to sit down, please?
It's a tight space.
Well, I can move over.
I think our wives don't understand that when we're broadcasting, them adjusting after we've started the show doesn't help the show.
That's the idea. So
Hey, now listen.
All right, that's it. Now, when did we get our iguana Mia? And be careful with that.
Oh.
Be very careful.
Oh dear.
Spilling margaritas on
No,
the board
that's not really where I would go with it.
don't help.
That's
At
not
least
where
it's
I
not,
would go
Mike.
with
At
it.
least it's not a sticky
I would
drink.
go that way. Here, take your microphone here. Take the microphone here. Put the drink over there.
I can't believe
perfect.
this is actually happening.
That's it. Put the drink over there. There you go.
I hope I don't spill it.
Well, I mean, if you spill it over
If
there,
I
it
do,
doesn't
it's your
matter.
fault.
If you spill it
Yeah,
here,
there's no
that's
need to
why.
spill it.
That's why I
No,
always,
no.
I'm an experienced on-air drinker. I've been doing it for many, many moons.
Have you ever been like to the casino and you're playing cards and you're the one that
Hold on, I
spills?
gotta turn your mic.
Oh, I've done
On the
that.
card
I did,
table?
I
Right
did
on
that,
top of it.
this past Vegas show. It was
Oh
embarrassing.
my gosh.
Oh, like at the blackjack table,
That- I
Yeah.
just got in a car accident, though. My motor skills weren't as they are today.
Let me just say that the show's going to be fun. We have absolutely nothing prepared, which means we're going to completely wing it. Which, by the way, as they call in the business, kind of working without a net.
Right.
Where we don't have anything really prepared for you, but we do have the phone lines, which are going to be now. What is Shannon? What are we doing? We're doing a show here.
This is what
For
I'm
the
talking
love
about.
of God.
Fidgety.
It's like, well, hold on. I got
Turn her microphone on. Turn her microphone on.
What
I gotta be
for
prepared.
what?
Wait, now, what is this?
Anything.
What
You
is
can't
what
get on
is
the computer and do
I don't know
admin
what's
work while
gonna
we're doing
break
the
out.
show.
what are you
What?
saying? You two,
We
what are they
can't.
saying?
We cannot be on air and then her have her computer out and start working on her computer.
What are
while
the
we're-
odds of tightening up your shot for Carla and me so we can see your faces a little better?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
You're
you.
kind of far away and over to the left. You know
Yeah,
how to
be
move
like
that around?
Rob.
Mike, I was looking for some
Yeah, look
back-
at Rob. I can see every single blemish on. All right, there we go. Now, up
If
a little
only
bit.
there were one.
I was looking for some help from you, Mike, and you just
Up a little
decided to
bit.
make
Yeah.
it all
Up a little
about
bit.
you.
Pan in.
And then over
Here,
here.
I can do it.
I got it.
Nope, other way. There you go. There you go.
Perfect.
Now down a little bit.
Hold on, I'm just zooming
yeah,
in a
yeah.
little bit.
That's
There
better.
you go.
That's
That's
nice.
better.
Here we go.
Now there you both are.
Thanks.
All right.
Shannon, you look very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love
look
your hair. It's gotten
fabulous.
so long.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Look at that.
All right, this is
I was
I'm
thinking
losing
you
my
look-
hair.
No, you look great. I can't
I
believe
guess I'll
how
be
chic
back
you
in a little
are.
bit.
Yeah, well, we're just
Come
letting
on
you hear me doing it. I'm just letting them have their moment. That's what they're doing. They don't get a chance to hang out unless we're in Las Vegas or something like that. So now I was going to promote the fact that we have phone calls again today. So 888-920-MORE, 888-920-6673. Madeline, how are you?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
Are you enjoying an adult beverage this afternoon?
Not yet, but I plan on it very soon.
Okay, it's perfectly legal, and
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this margarita is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it is good.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I am really enjoying it.
This is really. Hey, by the way, these 2 glasses, was that just one of the containers?
No, we still have a little bit left.
Yes.
That's great.
Jesus.
How many
Thank you,
containers
Lord.
did you have to start with? Okay, all right. Mike, I would like
$40.
worth every cent. Worth every cent.
You're helping small businesses out.
Exactly.
Why not?
And since you're having margaritas,
Yeah, you got to tell them the story.
I got to tell you, just
This
real
is
quick,
too
I'll
funny.
forget it, Rob. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we get the margaritas, and Deidre, who is the manager of Iguana Mia, and a friend of ours, we've been there so many times now, and you know how you become a friend with a regular restaurant you go to? And so Deidre's at the window, and so, hey, how are you? And it's like old home week, and she's hanging out the window. She's
like,
out of her mind. She's had to let go staff. It sucks to be in the restaurant business right now. So we're having this giant order like we would normally get at the restaurant, and we go through the line. And it's like, hey, how are you? Hey, it's great. Okay, well, listen. Well, here's your stuff, and the margaritas are in the container. I said, oh, it's not the same, but it'll be great. And then Carla says, all right, hand me your wallet. And I had $100 in my wallet in cash. I had $100 in cash in my wallet. And I see Carla go, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And we start to roll again. And I'm like, bye, Deidre. And this is exactly what I was like. I'm like, see you later. Thank you very much. How much was that?
I know. So we look at the receipt and we see a tax of $40, and we're like, "Oh, they accidentally taxed us."
Yeah.
What?
Santos.
What are you doing?
Santos.
We can't have you ever in
the
studio
cleaners.
again.
That was so beautifully mic'd, though. That was so beautifully
good
mic'd.
dog bark. Yeah.
Can we put Santos on camera? Is there a chance
Shannon,
we can
can
put
you pick him
Santos
up? He
on
wants to
camera?
go on camera, if you
Remember,
don't
all
mind.
bets are off on this. And to make a long story short,
Mike wants
we waited. We waited. We waited. I feel like a dictator. Mike would like to see the dog, please.
Yes.
His Honor would love to see the dog.
The dog is coming into frame as we speak.
His Eminence would love to hear
Santos.
another bark.
Here we go.
I love
There's-
his color.
Look at
He's a good
Look at how
boy.
big.
Oh,
my God, he has gotten so big.
Oh my gosh!
And yet still a
Hello.
lap dog.
Tell me that he sleeps with you at night.
He does. He sleeps.
Awesome.
He sleeps right
How
next to us.
fun to cuddle.
What
that.
a beautiful, beautiful animal. Hi, Santos.
Say hi,
Oh, you are
Santos.
gorgeous. Oh,
He's
what a
quiet. He's
beautiful dog.
Yeah.
Please help me.
The reason.
So bored.
All right, you can put him down. You don't have to. You don't have to. There he is.
He's a good boy. Good boy.
What a wonderful dog he is. That is awesome. Oh my God. All
So,
right,
Mike, since you're having margaritas, I would like to suggest sort of, you know how good parties sometimes have a theme?
Wait a second. We never got the $40. So what was
Oh
the
yeah, I was
story?
wondering.
Oh, so we sit there and we're going. We said. Thank
Let's
you.
go
And then I'm
back.
like, why is that much money? So I said, go around. We're not proud. We're going to go around and find out. And she said, oh, that wasn't tax. That was the margaritas. And then I did this ounce by ounce count.
Mm-hmm.
So these would be the equivalent of 2. Which at our restaurant would be very inexpensive
No,
relative
we got
to
60 ounces, right?
we got 2 30-ounce containers.
We got one 30-ounce for you and 30 ounces for me.
So, well, I weigh a lot more than you.
Yeah, but they hit us at the same time.
Yes. Well, Gracie,
1.5, and woo, we're in our
Here it-
sweet spot.
here it is. We go back and she says, no, that was the margarita. And we're like, oh, sorry. And we're not going to challenge her during this time when she's hanging out of a drive-through window at a restaurant that's normally elbow to elbow.
Mm-hmm.
And so we figured out that, didn't we do a count with the
did.
little margaritas they serve, which are... What the hell's that?
Oh,
That's okay. I was hearing that was it. Those mics are wonderful.
Yeah.
They pick up everything.
Yeah.
wow.
And so we figured it out that when we get our margaritas at Mia, they're $5 each. Right?
Okay.
Right.
And so that would be the equivalent of
2.
2.
say that's 2.
So would that be like a
So that's
6
5,
ounce?
10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, about $30 30 ounces. Yep.
$1 an ounce.
$1 an ounce?
Mike, it's
If those statistics are true, yes.
No, but if that was true, it would be $60 for the booze.
Well, she just said $30 for 30 ounces. What is the ratio?
We got two 30-ounce containers.
So 60 ounces
for about $40.
For $40. So that's about 75 cents an ounce, I think.
So like
Which
$10
is not
a drink?
bad, right? Right?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
$10 a drink.
And then the drinks, they're
Yeah.
bootleg drinks.
Yeah, they are.
They're really
What do you
good.
mean they're bootleg drinks?
Like you're
What does that mean?
moonshining now. This is great.
Yeah, you
Well, no,
left
it's
with
perfectly
open
legal though.
containers.
The new law is they're you're able to.
I agree. I guess what I'm saying is there's no real incentive for them to do this except for just to continue servicing. They could do food and it'd be much easier. So
Yeah, they're doing food and booze.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
great.
but food is not. And Mike, the actual answer is 67 cents an ounce if you round up.
Thank you, Rob.
Which is, I think, still a terrific bargain for a drink that's this damn tasty.
And also one that is portable and potable and also refrigerator friendly.
Absolutely. It's
next time.
delicious.
Yeah, when are you guys coming to Florida after the virus?
Well,
thing?
probably in the next
breaks.
couple days.
Okay.
Let me give everybody the phone number. It's 888-920-MORE, 888-920-6673. We will be taking your phone calls.
And Mike, I would like, if possible.
What is she doing now? What is
I'm
she
fixing
doing
the
now?
frame.
This is what I. This is. You
Whoops.
I agree. I agree with her. She's right. She wants it to be perfect.
Yeah, but when we're on the air,
Senor,
she's saying,
Senorita Fidget.
Can I see the remote? And I'm like, we're on the air.
So I apologize because I didn't realize that we were on the air yet.
That's how wonderfully spontaneous
Yes.
and natural this show is, that nobody really knows
People
that
can see your real
we're on the
side,
air.
Mike. Everyone thinks I'm the monster.
Mike,
How dare you?
I would like
pointing
to
me?
suggest, if possible, today, because a good party can sometime have a theme. I suggested this to you, I believe, off air yesterday. How about today is a Polynesian cocktail party?
You want to start that again? Fingers, do you want to start that
it took
again?
a little while to
Start
get
it, because it really should come in like clear.
Okay.
In many
I gotta
years,
fix our
Mike,
camera.
people are going to say, "What do you remember about? What do
That's
you remember
ridiculous
about the
headline.
pandemic?" I'll say it's the time that we slowly debuted the entire score of South Pacific, one song at a time, on the Mike O'Mara Show.
And is Happy Talk from Bali High too?
That is also from South Pacific. Yes.
Can you play Happy Talk? Do we have that one?
Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk.
The theme that we
About
have
things you like to do.
Zoom in on my shot. There we go. All right, there. Is that better?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Hi. All right, fantastic. I'm going to save that. And Maddie, does the shot look okay for our live stream?
I would maybe go out one or two clips.
Okay. All right. God damn
Yeah,
it.
Mike always likes the camera up close. I can't stand it. Just saying.
That's because I'm so damn good looking. All right.
Oscar, any clue as to who
Let me
stole?
just, Rob, let me get this done. Maddie,
Okay.
good?
Love it.
Little
We're
less
better
headroom.
there.
Little less headroom.
That's perfect.
Little less headroom, please.
All right,
by
so we
tilting
gotta
the camera. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Right there. Yes.
I love
So
it.
I'd like to say to everybody that the phones are open today. We're going to do it like we did it last week. Is that right? That we're going to have.
You don't turn on us.
Exactly. Let's have this conversation right now.
All right. So
we love
what?
each other. We respect
Okay.
each other.
Yes.
All right, please,
Yes.
please explain. Are you talking about last week?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as you turned on us when the calls went south, and you started yelling at us and blaming us. Yes.
I know I did.
Yeah, be on your best behavior.
All
Other.
right.
No,
Because Mike,
guarantees.
that's what you are the host, and that's what a good host does.
I know. He turns on people.
No. He makes a lovely environment for the guest.
Yeah, and last week I turned on some of the callers. Is that what it
Yes,
was? Not the
yeah.
callers.
A little bit,
Did
yeah.
I turn on the call? Well, it
I would
just
say it wouldn't be too far or a stretch to say everybody.
Yeah,
I
the
turned
world.
on everybody.
Yeah, the
Did I turn
world.
on everybody last week? No,
Yes.
I don't need the look. You can tell me he's telling
Yes,
the truth
he's telling
without
the
giving
truth.
me the look. I don't need the look.
The look. Don't give him
No,
the
I
look.
got the.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Pretty much.
Look, last week was, for example, did you see Hoda Kotb today when she's doing the interview with Drew Brees and she bursts out in tears? There was no real rationale for that. It wasn't anything he said, but he said, we love you, Drew, and she said, we love you too, Hoda. And then she said, thank you. And then she just lost it. And I watched it and I lost it because I'm watching her and I understand that when you're broadcasting and you're trying to do the happy face and then you're living with people quarantined and you're hearing about, death and destruction all over the world, there are moments where it catches up on you and it surprises you. And for some people that are decent and kind and nice and warm, like Hoda Kotb, it manifests itself in tears where she gets emotional. And in places like the Mike O'Mara studio, it manifests itself where I start just screaming at everybody.
So,
Mike, we all deal with crisis. We all deal with crisis in our own ways. I mean, and it's fine. But we all are in crisis, and we have to deal with it.
And now, right now, I'm not going to yell, but I'm going to give a little lesson here.
Sure.
Right there. That's the other. If you're like this, no one's going to hear you. That's the way it's supposed to work.
I don't want to put my lips on the thing.
All right, then I'll take this out. Oh boy. Okay.
That's better.
All right. Does she sound better now without the mic?
Yeah, she looks better too. It's good.
Okay. Well, she looks good all the time. So I will.
That's not true. You should have seen me before I showered. It was pretty
but I think
bad.
when he said he was referring to the microphone, weren't you?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. And now my phone's blowing. So the calls today, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to our regular callers, the people that call all the time. That'll be fine too. I promise I will be on my best behavior today.
Mike, I'm gonna let you pivot to Maddie at any point to ask her if there are calls, because right now they're locked. But I'm gonna let you drive the way you usually drive, and she will answer.
So you don't
just
involve,
like last week.
So you're not involved, but I don't know. I can't communicate with Maddie visually,
She listens
and
to
so
you
I
right
don't
now.
want to. Well, didn't we say last week, Rob, we didn't want a David Edgar moment? Is that what it was?
What if I had a light in the studio that I turned on when there were calls and I turned off when there weren't?
Ooh, good idea.
Why don't you just text me when there are calls?
I have a light. I have a light.
Yeah, but a light, I don't need.
Flashlight? You can't see it. Never mind.
That
That's
works.
fine.
No, we can see it.
Or Oscar, you could just hold up a few fingers.
Yeah.
And just as an
I'll just go
indicator.
like this.
Yeah. There you go.
Or since we still have some semblance of decency here and order, and we could actually start the show, and I could read the first spot the way I'm supposed to.
The best of O'Mara.
There is a.
I don't hear anything, Mike. I can't hear it.
I have decided that both our spouses on the show are fidgeters. They're both fidgeters,
Mike,
Oscar.
you asked for one light, and Shannon came back with tchotchkes.
Shannon's wearing
lights.
a St. Patrick's Day hat. That's wonderful.
I came back with good vibes.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
And also half of Angie Goff's props.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got my Himalayan salt lamp so that I can cleanse the air. You know what I'm saying? I've got Snoop Dogg candle. Light a candle.
Mm-hmm.
Right
light
on.
a candle.
Yes.
Very good. Very
For
good.
our
That's
souls.
exciting.
Fair.
Yes. All right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to say I'm thankful.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And I just thought this was fun and, on brand.
There we go.
Oh, wow, because it's a margarita glass. Doesn't have anything in it, but it's a margarita.
It's fake.
It's a fake margarita. Oh, faux margarita. I got I got a non-faux margarita.
Yes,
right
you
there.
did.
Mike, I just hit the sweet spot, by the way.
Oh, you did? Oh, you got the buzz. Oh, okay. You got the buzz. We have phone calls,
When
correct?
this light is on, we have phone calls.
Let's
happens
take
when
a
it's
call
off?
at
No phone
888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. Hello, Mike O'Mara Show. Who's this, and where are you calling from?
Hey, Mike, this is Jacqueline, Sydney, and Charlotte from Aberdeen, Maryland.
Hey! Aberdeen, yay, Aberdeen. I spent some time on the Aberdeen Proving Grounds 2 marriages ago.
Jesus.
We actually live right next door to the base, so when they do all the bomb testing, it shakes our house and moves our pictures.
The reason it's called the Aberdeen Proving Grounds, for those of you around the country that might not know this, is because that's where they test what is referred to in the military as ordnance. And ordnance is a very nice, soft word for things that can blow you up real good.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the way they. Well, are you there with your children right now?
I am. Actually, my daughter's convinced me to call. We're first-time callers, so we're all a little nervous. My daughter Sydney is 9, and my daughter Charlotte is 7. And
We love
I
it.
actually
We love
wrote
it.
you guys a letter last year, and you read their names on air, and you would have thought that they were famous because they heard their names on the radio. So,
Well, they have an opportunity right now to be more famous. If you'd like to put them on the line, we can say hello.
sure. Here, Sydney.
Which one are we talking to? Hi.
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
Sydney?
Hi, Sydney. Are you the 9-year-old?
Yes.
Are you behaving for your mom? Are you guys all in the same house together every single day? And you're not going to school, right? If you're in Maryland, you're not going to school now, right?
Yeah, it gets kind of boring when you're not when you're not doing your schoolwork.
I know.
Mike, I work from home normally, but they have been. On top of that, I've been having to homeschool them for the past 2 weeks, and it looks like we have at least another 4. So I am enjoying Red Finer Than Rob's. It's a boxed red. So
Hey.
Oh, there's nothing
Only
like a
the
good
best.
box of wine. Carla, you can commiserate as far as in these homeschooling times. What's the biggest challenge? I know you've been handling that a lot more than I have. What are you
Keeping the
doing?
kids busy. I try to stick to a schedule as much as possible. I don't always get to everything, but at least it's something that I strive for every day. Otherwise, I would probably go crazy.
And what time of the morning do you start drinking? Just out of curiosity.
I wish like 10:30. Then I have my afternoon nap.
That's
All right.
good booze.
That's good. So, are you maintaining your sanity, ma'am?
no, I'm really not. But Charlotte wants to tell you, I was in a meeting for work today and was unmuted because I was speaking to a coworker. And Charlotte, who is my 7-year-old, is going to tell you what happened.
What happened, Hi, Charlotte. How are you?
Good.
What's happening? What happened when your mommy was on her conference call this morning?
I had a wiggly tooth and it fell out.
You lost a tooth. Wow. Charlotte lost a tooth. Everybody. Charlotte, this is obviously probably not your first if you're 7. Have you lost another tooth before this?
Yeah.
And how much do mommy or daddy pay for each tooth you lose?
You mean the
It's probably
tooth
the
fairy?
tooth fairy that
The
does
tooth
that,
fairy
Mike.
comes.
You mean the tooth fairy?
Yeah,
Oh, the tooth fairy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
I've committed a crime.
Yeah.
She's 7. Pardon me for respecting intelligence. What? What? Stop. I don't like having you here today, Carla. You're being difficult. Charlotte, what does the tooth fairy give for a tooth now?
Money.
Money.
Excellent.
Cha-ching.
Wow. That's exciting. So, what happened during mommy's call today?
She came
The
running
tooth
down
fell
the
out?
stairs saying, Mommy, I lost my tooth. And my coworker just started laughing. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
That, you know what? And I apologize for blowing the tooth fairy myth out of the water.
Well, no, some
My
houses the
fault.
tooth fairy visits, some houses the parents take care of it.
Yeah.
But I have to
that's
explain.
right.
When
It
I do the
depends.
show, thank you for the call, ma'am. We
Thank you.
appreciate that. Stay safe
Really
up at
quick,
Aberdeen. Thank you.
Can I say something really quick?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
So, Rob, I doubt you remember, but last year I wrote in to thank you guys. That's when you said hello to my daughters. But I want to thank you for the advice because my daughter Charlotte actually has leukemia as well. So I appreciate your advice last year, and we love you guys, and keep doing what you're doing.
And
I love you too.
I hope she does really well, and so nice of you with the whole family to call. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show as we live stream, and enjoy your box of red.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Stay in touch. Stay in touch, please. I'd like that very much. Thank you.
Let me explain the way the show goes. So one of my things I do is I kind of say whatever I want to say, that with the freedom to do that. And it's really something that is... all right. And then Pony's texting me with shtick, too, because he's drinking gin today.
Yeah.
Pony's was kids got to learn the truth eventually.
Damn.
Thank you, Pony.
Damn.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's really a sad, dark person, isn't he?
But seriously,
Yeah.
the power you have over me is that. So I made that little mistake.
It was
and
a
then-
big mistake.
No, but
that's huge.
No, it's not as big
That
as
is huge.
Christmas-related mistakes.
We have a 6-year-old that's just in the other room, too.
Yeah, but Mike doesn't raise him. You do. So look, he's doing the show. He's just
I'd
doing the
just
show.
like to know why it's 400 degrees in this studio.
It's the margarita.
Did
For
you
sure.
get warm when you had the
My
margarita?
ears
or do
are
I
warm.
do I have the COVID?
No, I think what happened is you just got out of the shower and you came in
That
here
is,
and you
yeah.
started drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the COVID today. Self-quarantine. We're good.
All right, let's
So,
take
Mike,
another
think
call.
back to when you were 7 and you were having to deal with the oldest fairy in Glastonbury. You didn't want that ruined, did you?
I didn't want that ruined at all. He lived under a bridge.
Gosh.
Now, Rob, I am going to take a call. We're trying to balance the timing of the show. Hello, Mike O'Mara Show. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Your old blind friend Uber driver, Louis Jelly from Culpeper, Virginia.
Yeah!
Hi there. I love when Rob gives the phony, enthusiastic response. Hi, Louis. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Rob, can you reacted? Can you give us a background on Louis, please?
Louis Jelly dates back to the terrestrial show. I believe, Louis, were you not in when we did our literal blind taste test for a cooking segment?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, we had blind listeners come in to do a blind taste test, and Louis Jelly was one of those guys. He dates back with us over a decade. Louis, I'm hoping you're doing well.
I'm doing fine. I have this thing about this people buying toilet paper with this virus. Okay, now listen. People, it's a respiratory disease, not an aspiratory disease. Okay? I mean, why in the world you have to use corn cobs if you have to, or either get in the shower and wash your ass, you know?
You know what? You know who Louis
That's
sounds
what we're
like?
going to be doing soon.
By the way, Louis is one of our visually challenged listeners and has been listening for a long time. And Louis, I just realized you sound, when you get all riled up like that, you sound like James Carville.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like James Carville.
Yeah, you're right.
When he's doing I just want to say, Bernie Sanders ought to jump out of the race right now. With his neck and his veins. Well, Louis, God bless you. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing fine. Listen, what time does your show drop each day?
It depends on Oscar's schedule.
Oh, okay, because I can get you at 1 o'clock some days, and I can't, and then 8 o'clock in the evening, I have to listen to you.
Louis, before this coronavirus, we were always available by noon. Bottom line. Now, during this coronavirus, you can bank by 3 o'clock, no problem.
Mention Culpeper sometimes in your towns, okay?
Carla lived in Culpeper.
Yeah, I lived right across from the Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Good times. Good times.
That's before I rescued her.
Man, big time.
Great cemetery in Culpeper, too. Great cemetery.
It's so true. It's so true.
That's
oh, my
before
God.
I floated in and
Oh, yeah, you should have seen me.
Thanks for the
my
call.
God.
Thank you very much for the call. We appreciate that. So anyway, we are here, and we are going to be taking your phone calls from. I'd love to take calls all over the world.
Yes.
Today, the biggest news of the day, I would say, would probably be that the Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson, tested positive with the COVID, and that's pretty intense. So
It shocked me because he looks so healthy.
He does with that hair, that mop of hair that he has here. And but I'm very excited about Easter Sunday when everything's going to reopen.
Yeah, same here. I can't wait. The countdown is on.
Yeah, I'm buying a seersucker suit. Carla picked out a sundress online with.
We're going out. Man, we're going to eat at every restaurant.
Have you already poured your second one?
Yeah, I am enjoying.
Carla is on her second one.
Wow.
By the way, if you're keeping track at home, that's where I am. Well, let's hit the music because we do have to take a break.
The best of O'Mara.
My name is Mac. John Mac.
You know who got here? He's little Luca.
Really? Is he? He's not that age yet.
I'm telling you, he's got that stubble.
Oh, man.
I said, it's time to get that. He goes, what's this? And I said, that's hair. This is Harry's razor. You're going to use this. Here's a little subscription. You don't have to worry about anything else.
I remember at that age about when you shave your upper lip like every 7 months or so, and it feels so funky when you're done because you're not used to it.
And you feel like a man.
You do. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Speaking of men, let's talk about Mac. John Mac. Maddie, he made you an album.
He did.
For Christmas.
Well, a record, one song.
A single, a one-sided 45, right? Mm-hmm. And you returned the.
Is that an LP or EP?
That would actually probably be known as an EP.
EP.
Or a single, yeah, one of the other. An EP is an extended play, so that would probably be multiple songs. I have to say it's a single.
So he goes on vacation. He spends his time singing songs for you.
Many, many sessions.
And what do you get for him?
So, reminder, looking into getting a cat.
Right.
And so I figured for Christmas I would just absorb the adoption fee myself. So whatever that is, be it a couple $100, whatever, I got it.
Oh, you
It'll
got the
great.
cash.
Even though we were going to split
She got mad cash.
We were going to split it, but I was like, he shouldn't have to worry about that because of money. So I will be the one to get the cat.
Right.
So I'm like, how am I going to do this in a creative way? So I go on Pinterest, I go on Etsy, and then I find this place where you can make your own scratch-off tickets. And they'll
like for a lottery.
Exactly. They'll put in whatever prize you want.
And you were able to do this without the quarter that you left here over vacation?
Somehow. So I got the lottery ticket in the mail. And the first thing you scratch off, you have to get like 3 numbers in a row, is a bust. And then the second one is a winner.
It doesn't just say cat. There's actually
no, it's a legitimate lottery ticket.
It looks like a lottery ticket.
You're trying to give the element of chance.
Yeah, and I was like, and I told him, I said, your Christmas gift hasn't come in yet, but I wanted you to have something. So I gave him this lottery ticket, and he looked so disappointed.
Yeah.
So he's scratching it off. The first one doesn't win, and then the second one wins, and then he thinks that it's just a fake ticket that's going to say he won like $10,000 or something. So then
what's your poker face? Are you laughing? Are you
No, I'm just sitting there watching him scratch it off, not giving anything away.
Yeah.
And then he scratches.
You've watched him scratch before.
Oh, we do this all the time.
Sure.
And then he scratches off the prize box, and it says, a cat of our choosing, I think is what it said. So then I explained to him
it's Cat 2019.
There you go.
2020.
2020.
Well, but it's Christmas.
2019, you're correct.
So anyway, I got him a cat. Basically.
But you don't have it yet.
Not yet.
It's like a gift certificate.
Kind
like
of.
a picture of a cat.
But I thought it was fun.
What kind of cat are you gonna get? Do you know
poor,
the color?
This poor guy. Again, don't let him go, Maddie.
No.
Well, as Mike said, I could do worse. So
this poor guy.
He just put in a Venmo for a flea collar.
He's probably like, oh man, I sang my heart out, like, and she takes care of me.
Called in favors. Absolutely.
Recording studio time, mixing. I live in Los Angeles. She's from Buffalo. If we get married, I gotta go to Buffalo.
Yeah, it's like a Hallmark movie.
Brutal.
He would come to Buffalo and it would be snowy, and you would treat him the true meaning of Christmas. That would be the plot.
and he was like, if I get enough, if I hit a jackpot or a match,
right,
I can pay off my girlfriend. Maybe. But instead,
he would do an emoji of a plane and a dollar sign and a smiley face. It mean he paid for the ticket.
When are you going to get this cat? Like this, I feel like you should have picked it up by now.
probably within the month.
I mean, how?
But we got to find the right one. I'm not just going to get him a random cat. We're going to pick it out together.
But you're going to the shelter?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rescue cat.
So I've done that, right? It's like going to be $300 roughly.
That's fine.
Well, it sounded painful when you said that.
Fancy. A diamond
me.
collar. Why not you?
You need to get 2 kittens. I did the wrong thing. Got 1 kitten. Had to let him go.
Oscar
9 days into
he speaks the truth. 2 cats are no more trouble than 1 cat, and they play with each other.
So then they're tired.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you get 2 kittens, you'll never have to buy hundreds of dollars worth of games and never have to play with them because they'll play with each other.
The other theory is to get 1 kitten and 1 hamster, and then you save money on cat food.
Oh no.
No, are you open to 2 kittens?
Not really.
You don't have to buy another lottery
It's
ticket.
going to make your
just
life
wanted the
10
one.
times better. I'm telling you.
I'll consider it.
Should they be siblings, do you think?
I look. Unfortunately, there's so many kittens out there. Like if she walked into the ASPCA or wherever I got my guy, or Khaleesi,
Wegmans,
they tried to give us 2, and they were right.
Yeah, they were right.
They were right. They were like, no, you don't understand. Unless you have the time to put in to play with this kitten, like it will destroy your house because that's all they know to do is play.
Yeah, that's it. They got to be worn out.
They need to get worn out. You got to run them.
Run them. Put them in a treadmill. Put them in one of those big exercise balls.
So it's going to be $600.
Awesome.
I
Did
bet.
not know that.
I bet if you go into the ASPCA and ask for 2, they'll give you a price break.
No BOGO.
Yeah. BOGO cat. Go in with a hard fist, Maddie. They want to get rid of the cats. You're the diamond here.
Okay.
Get a deal. Get a deal. I'll talk them down
I'll
if
see
you
what
want.
I can
Do you have names? Like call one waffles and then
don't
another
they usually
chicken.
come with names?
Chicken and waffles.
How about a cat named Elway?
Why?
Eli.
No, John Elway played for Buffalo.
No,
he didn't.
No,
thought he played for the Broncos.
yeah. You're the worst.
Oh, I am the
What the
worst.
heck,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well. Elway. Still a good name.
Elway.
Tell him it's a Spanish name.
Of all the things,
I'm sorry. My apologies.
How dare you?
Yeah.
they're all white guys. I get that.
All right. How about this? A cat named OJ.
Now we're talking. I'll get my mom to recreate the picture.
A week save.
Terrible.
Sorry about that.
How about this Elways?
How about a cat named Theismann?
How about we take a break and come back?
I think it's a good idea.
Theismann.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara Radio Entertainment.